So, as you guys know, I did go to Docklands for my previous and last video. And what happened, which I will be showing you, is that the man in that shirt was really disrespectful to me. And the kid just kept on touching me, like leaning back onto me. And then he goes to his parents, and his dad just said, really bad swear words. I'm not gonna say it, obviously, but it was just so incredibly disrespectful. So let's play the video, and I'll see you later. The fight you saw was really rude, and I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys in the video next time. I hope you enjoyed that fireworks. So of course I did. Hope you guys enjoyed this short clip. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on all notifications so you know when I post the next video. Now back to the video. What happened was, as you know, I was in Docklands, Victoria on New Year's Eve, enjoying the night. It was quite a great night, actually, if I'm being honest. However, there's this person who is really rude. Now, as you saw in the video, there was a kid with the dad and the mom, and the kid kept on leaning against me, and then he just went to his dad and said, "There's a person behind me touching me." And I'm like, "Mate, I'm not touching you. You're actually leaning onto me." And unfortunately, I don't have the photo of that. But it's alright. And then little did I know, the dad in a wheelchair gets really aggressive and highly disrespectful, and said, "Just because I'm in a wheelchair, I won't be effing, I wouldn't mind effing you to the ground." And then I told him, "Mate, you do not need to be that rude. Like, why would you do that?" Like, of course I didn't say why would you do that. But like, mate, this is Stockland. It's New Year's Eve. It was a really crowded space, and you know, your son was the one touching me. So to say I won't be afraid to even beat you to the ground, I think you should maybe learn a bit of manners, because that's a bit rude. And I'm really appreciative to the people around me, because I think I could sense that he's a bit weird. So they told me, "Maybe you wanna step back," which I did. He's just so disrespectful to everyone, I feel. And it was just not nice of him to do that. Like, it's a special event for people to watch the fireworks, and he said it like, you know, a few minutes, maybe even under 1 minute before the fireworks started. And it was just not nice, really not nice. And like, people are trying to enjoy the show, and then you may be able to hear, but of course, I did try to cut it out, but he kept on swearing and talking really badly to his son quite loudly. I may see if I can, pull it out from my other video on the New Year's that fireworks video, because I'm pretty sure I did record it. And I'm not really, I hope I don't see them again, because after the my experience with them, I don't want to see them ever again. And I want to make sure that they know it's not kind to threaten anyone, even on New Year's Day. It's not acceptable, and it's not fine to say, you know, just because I'm in a wheelchair, I want every man to beat you to the ground. It's not safe, and it's not okay to say that. So, you know, I want everyone to be, safe in the community, especially, what's going on in the world. But like, it's just so low class, I think, anyways. And I just wanted to put out a word that you should always watch your surroundings. And at that time, I was thinking, who is that person who would say that to anyone, you know? And he didn't even think that it's not really appropriate, I would say. And, he should be a bit nicer to people. He just listened to his kid. But his kid is also the issue here, because he's lying. I didn't even touch him. He was leaning onto me. I was on my phone, I was attempting to, post a video, which I managed to do. And he was actually touching my phone a few times, which I did not like, but I never complained. That's the thing here. And I just feel, after this situation that I had to deal with, I just want to let you guys know, be precautious of your surroundings, especially on, Christmas Day, New Year's, any, sort of high important days, to prevent this thing which I had to deal with on New Year's Eve, to be avoided. Because, you know, I don't think anyone wants to deal with this type of person. The way he treated me, and the way the son, his kid, treated me, I definitely do not want to see them again in my life. And no, I was so tempted. Well, I wasn't really that tempted, but I was going to maybe call the police, because, threatening to, knock someone down to the ground, that's pretty high offensive. High offensive to be, this kind of behavior to anyone. It's just not acceptable, and to give threats, it's not nice. And to be honest, if you know anyone was there, you would feel like calling the cops. And that was what I was actually gonna do, because everyone should feel safe in the community, and he didn't make me feel safe being around them. So I just wanted to, watch the fireworks, enjoy the night, and go home. So that's what I did, and I believe, you know, could I have moved away from him? Probably yes, but I decided it's not gonna change much, and there was a really good view, so I did choose to stay. And you know, if you wanna be rude and be disrespectful, I mean, why would you? Because it's not really kind to be threatening, or you know to swear. No one likes it, okay, and it's not needed. So I just think that after having to deal with him, it wasn't a really nice experience with him. And he's a type of guy who I feel will rage, um, if things don't go his way. And I didn't even do anything. It was the kid who kept on leaning against my phone when I was trying to edit a video, and therefore, even just threatening, I believe it could be an offense. And you know, if you wanna be disrespectful to people, there's always gonna be someone in the community who will have witnessed this issue in this situation. And I did have quite a bit of witness there, and it was clear, because I did go by myself. It was clear to me that he might have tried targeting me, and he didn't really get my side of the story. So I'm really thinking, when I start, making a lot of money, and money in general, I'm gonna get a GoPro, and or maybe not, and I will record my surroundings. Maybe I shouldn't, but I don't know. I really do not know what to do, especially after what I had witnessed the other day.